Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graham. Welcome back to another episode of Alpha 2 Omega. To let you know, today's episode is brought to you in part by Explosions. That's right. Get them at your, fireworks station, wherever you buy explosions. That's what's brought to you today, though. So today, I don't know. I'm still debating on that build that we were working on at the end of the live stream. We've been like really tinkering with the Rat Blap build and trying to figure out how to make it work as best as we could. Like Rat Blap by itself was honestly plenty good for what we were doing. Like we could make it stronger. Like I really don't want to get rid of this salvager. Because, like, if we take that and we run on the drones, we run those full, and we run these with antimatter, because we're going to be right on top of whatever we're fighting, was the idea. We can get almost 200 DPS just that way. And this is just using Rat Blap, mind you. Okay, now granted, we can also improve Rat Blap's build as a whole by using very specific drones. It was Navy Hammer, Federation Navy Hammerheads. If we pack these puppies in here, okay, we run them, we run 5 of them, we actually take our DPS up to 216.2, assuming that we're hitting with every one of these. Okay? That means we could very quickly eliminate things. And we're tanky. We're tanky as all get out. Problem is, we're not a very fast tanky. So we kind of just gotta wait till targets get on top of us. Unless we change out something. If I were to unfit this... way to get this closer. So fit that. And then... right now I know we're... see, this is the problem that I kept running into. Is like, I want to be able to make this thing be able to get on top of rats quickly, kill them, and then get out. Right? So that's the idea, as it were. Problem is... like, just having this on in general, we're horribly uncap stable. And I know there's a way to make this cap stable, I just don't know how exactly. So let's do 10... those are hundreds. Jeez, no wonder. And I can't run 2s, right? Yeah, no, 2s are alpha locked. That just kind of comes down to a cost issue here. Just neither one of those are really going to affect anything. What is this? Align time? Is this mass? So, I mean, this one's cheaper, so, but does the exact same speed, so we'd want to do that. But how do we go about making this thing cap stable? Like, that's... That's the big thing, is how do we make this cap stable? Hey, Clay. I mean, these capacitor boosters, you know, might be an idea, but at the same time, I'm not sure too totally thrilled with putting those on. Whoops, I'm looking in the wrong slot. Pushing the power grid too high. Can I use the 1? Yeah, I can. I mean, we're going to be on top of them anyways, so, I mean, putting that on wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. It's going well working on the Vexor Fit. Rat. Wow. Trying to get it cap stable. See, and it's technically, I mean, it's technically cap stable if you're not having to run your armor repairer, but you really want that armor repairer to be able to be on if you need it. And not to mention that armor repairer doesn't do a ton. Like, in all honesty, I'd probably be better destroying this. And... putting that on. Because then, I mean, technically that gets that up to 31.8, but I mean, it does deplete really fast. And with that, without it on, I mean, like, 'cause the thing is, you're not going to be constantly running that, theoretically. So without that on, we're still able to be fairly beefy. Repair a lot of armor, or repair armor, not a lot of armor. What if we remove this? And instead put on this. How far is that? 6.6? Let's go back to here to look at this, and we'll take off the highs. Oops, that's still 500. See, we're just gonna, that's the same, like, we're gonna run into that same problem. Like, I want to have, like, this kind of stuff here, But it's just not going to work. Like, no matter what I do over here, it's not going to work. So I'm better off just having a 10 MN afterburner. What was which one? This one's the cheaper one. Ten NM afterburner, and then used with okay, and then we just pull these out because that makes that heal 621. So I mean, like, worst case comes to worst, we can heal up 103 HP a second. I mean, like, you're gonna heal a lot, but you're not gonna be still not cap stable. Cap. What is there? How does this work? What are you? Decide not to be cheap and buy some. Decide not to be cheap and buy some Eve time. I mean, $15. Yeah, true. More of a challenge to earn it, but yeah, true. Increases capacitor recharge rates. So, like, I guess the question would become is, if we got, like, just say a small capacitor battery, we slap that bad boy in. Online passive module. Like, it still says that we're not cap stable. So, how do we get cap stable? Like, that's where I want to get, is I want to get this build to be cap stable. Because that's what a lot of people have been telling me, is that it really does need to be cap stable. And see, it just doesn't seem like this is actually adding anything. Oh, this is the amount of, this is the recharge rate. That's the capacity. So what do I need? What do I need? That would be the good question. Like, what is it that we need to make this work? Oh, this is, you put cat, like, these are, increases capacitor storage, provides defense against energy leech systems. So, like, that right there isn't enough to overtake the usage here, right? Oops, no, turn that back on. Because this right here, activation costs 106. So that basically just is one activation of this. It's not even including this one. Which, yeah, so it's 160 as well. So then, like, if we were to look at the cap recharger, for it to be able to be faster, these work. Can we just do that? I mean, like, that would cover it, but we can't do that. What if we did, instead of a medium, what if we did small... Oh, there it was. Small auxiliary repair. We're just going to say we want 20 of these. Hope we never need to run that many, but... What if we just did like a small one? And then put some paste on it. I mean, that's not even as good as medium armor repair. See, this is where the conundrum I keep running into is this thing is not going to be cap stable. Like, really, no matter what I do. AUX. Supplements the main power core, providing more power. Okay, when I hover over this, I don't see any number actually changing. I didn't see a single number change putting that on there. Oh, physically adds more power grid. So if we were to put this on here, we could then get the 50 like I want. 50 MN micro warp drive. We want the smaller of the two, because no matter what, these are going to be. So, I mean, that still works, but again, that's getting us on top of stuff, and then theoretically, if this is eating 8 points leached over 2.5, I mean... I don't know, then we still got a mid slot that we could technically put something into. Put a Warp Scrambler 1 on there, I mean... The thing is like, the more I work with this build, the less I'm liking it. Like, it's just like, it's not... It just doesn't feel like it's fitting right. And maybe I'm not understanding the build correctly. Like, maybe that's the thing. Like, this will eat something in a matter of seconds. Like, you get on top of it, one cycle of this will get you on top of it. You leech onto it, antimatter charge kill it, webify it so that you're stuck on top of it, and then, you know, if it's a player, you can, you know, use a Warp Scrambler. But the thing is, against a player, you're not going to be healing enough HP because this is per 8.7 seconds that's cycling. And the core still runs out in 40 seconds. Running everything. Not running the armor repair, it runs out in 2 minutes. I don't know. I don't know, if you guys got advice, I'd love it. Because at this point in time, I'm running my brain trying to figure this out. I don't know. I almost kind of want to make a Vexor Sniper build. In fact, actually, let's just tinker with that real quick. Let's tinker with a Vexor Sniper. Alpha build. Let's view the fitting. What was it? Let's get 3 of those, because those have a pretty good range naturally. Okay, and then then we want to get cap rechargers to make sure I'm stable. I'm never going to use a stasis web fire. Not with this build. We're not. It's just not going to do it. But then we want a damage control, drone damage amplifier, for sure, because our drones are going to be our big portion here. And then, yes, Doctor, I am around. Tungsten. So if we can target it, we can hit it. So, never really gonna want to be in things' face, so that doesn't make a... What's this? Adaptive. I mean, I'm not shield tank, so does that really make much sense? I mean, that would allow us not to have to get into armor, which is something we want. And then we want to make sure we can repair ourselves, so... let's pull out Ratlap here. This makes our drones faster, which is something we're going to want. Medium armor repair so we can heal ourselves. So let's look down here. What can we, like, these are, we're supposed to be, like, armor tanking, so, but, if we're going to use that adaptive invulnerability field. Shield. What is there that we can use? Shield flux coil? What does this do? Shield recharge rates. Okay, so right now, passive shield recharge. Why does that take our shield down? Negative 15%. Okay, so that's not something we want. It's a power relay. What do you do? Diverts power from the capacitor to the shields, thereby increasing shield recharge rate. Okay. So, I mean, like, this right here, I mean... 3 versus... 203, 202... 202, so, I mean, really... The additional ISK, this one's, like, where you'd want to be at, but the thing is... Like, is this... This is a passive, right? Yeah, this is a passive. So even with that, I mean, that's only 30 seconds. But we're saying that we're not always going to have that on. And we're not going to be salvaging anything. We know that. This is kind of where I thought I would probably run into the problem. Let's run into the power grid. I'm sorry that I keep flipping back and forth here. I'm just checking things. It's like, even if I ran 2 of these, like that would, I would literally have to run 2 of those. Let's put it in rigs, and we're gonna do ox. No, ants. Ants. See, and that still leaves me with not quite enough. Just not quite enough. I take that off, I mean, I could do lower slot, ox. Ship equipment. I mean, like, I could make it work like that. I mean, it's cap stable, can repair itself. It's like, it's barely within its power grid, but it's there. Then I guess the next question would be is, you know, everyone always says Trimark armor pump. So if we do a Trimark armor pump, there's that. Damn, this build got expensive. Where did that price come from? Still be short. So the price, like, it sounds so bad. The price that would really be working with is coming from this power grid. I mean, if we lose that right there, I mean, that's, lose that. That cuts down the price. So I want to start getting this. I want to get this build to where it's not expensive to replace. So what else can we run in a high slot? What was on the Molduga? It's still gonna push us over, right? Let me get that. Let me throw this on it. And if we throw this on it. So we're staying out of combat. We can heal other people. I mean, we're not doing a ton in damage. But we're staying out of combat. What's in here? Yeah, recording. I don't know, guys. This is going to be one of the longer episodes. I don't know. If you guys got any ideas, I'd be grateful for it. Because right now, I mean, I'm looking at a build that's... It's not even cap stable. We're saying we're not going to run this normally. So then... Five, and then we want to get some hammer. Hammerhead ones. We're saying we're sending those out and we're gonna snipe from afar. That's the idea of this build. Is it's ratting from afar. Problem is doing it this way, like really doing it this way. I don't have, I have to have this, don't I? Fairly certain I have to have it. Yeah, I do. Darn. I mean, this is almost as much as our Rat Blat build, but it's not. It's staying away from combat, which I mean is great. Because we don't. I mean, we don't really want to be in combat. So this is kind of the problem where I'm running into is like I could do like there's only so much I can do with this because I can't get this further because I have to have. I mean, like let's just out of curiosity, I take this off. 196. Like, what did that actually do? Hang on. 196. Do you get... I'm willing to bet something here. Dollars to biscuits, I'm betting. Optimal range and fall off right there. Damn. I mean... We're almost better just fitting another Molduga at this point in time. Because, I mean, just looking at base here, I mean, we just we just check literally just a base Vexor to this. I mean, what are we looking at? 1600 to 2.3. Not a huge difference there. Armor 1400 to 2.3, still not a huge difference. Shield of 1000, shield of 1000. So it's basically, I mean, we're looking at roughly a 900 difference on armor and structure, but we could almost just build that. I mean, like if we look at hopeful build, I mean, it can target and heal as far off as it can do damage. Right? So, I mean, it's got almost the exact same EHP with this build going on. But this, again, this doesn't have a way to repair itself. Yeah, we can take that one off, and then we need to put a low slot armor. Repair ones. That's remote. I'll be around if you want to do something. Okay. I will let you know, Doc. can only have one. Whoops. Or can I have twos? I can have twos, but I don't have all the requirements yet. And then we go micro. Just not quite enough for what I want to do with it. And C. And C. So let's take this one off and then... put that on, and then, I mean, that right there just already jacks the price way up on this. Then micro. Larry Power Core. I mean, even getting a 2 on there, it's still not going to be enough. Well, dang it. Because I need to be able to have a way to heal myself. Like, that's something that does need to happen on this build. So, let's simulate this fit. I mean, it's a good fit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good fit. It's just not exactly where it needs to be. Because it doesn't have any way to heal itself. Now, granted, if we get rid of this and we went small armor. But 2. How much does a 2 do? I got all the stuff for a 2. So, like, if we put on a small armor repair 2, I mean, per 5.1. And this is so, I mean, that's less than Rat Blap, but that takes us back to our sniper build. I don't know, guys. I'm going to cut this recording here. I'll probably post this one with the new outro. And I'm just going to kind of leave it there for a little bit. If you guys got advice on what I should put on this for like a sniper style build, let me know. I'm going to look around on the ship builds and see, maybe am I just looking at the wrong like weapons or something. I don't know. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Much hearts for watching. Later.